Welcome if this is your first time tuning in, or welcome back to Through Nikki's Lens. I am Nikki and I'm here with one more video for you today. So you got your Portal 1 email. You responded and you want to know what to expect for Portal 2. This is part 2 of my virtual landing, that's the PR Portal video. My previous video would have talked about Portal 1, and I'll leave a link for that video so that you can click to see that video before you watch this one, and then you come back. So I'll leave a link for that video above. You can access that video to watch about what to expect for Portal 1, what were the emails that we got, and what the process was like. Let's get into the video. So Portal 2 is the IRCC PR portal account that they indicated in their previous communication with you that they will create an account based on the information that you sent. So you're going to list an email address that they need to use to create the PR portal number 2. If it is that you have a permanent residency portal access or account before, and it's affiliated with that same email address that you will send to them to use to create the portal, then you can simply log into the account and you will notice that there is a permanent residency case created on your behalf. Once the case is created on your behalf, it will take some time for IRCC to respond to you, to let you know and give you instructions on how to access the portal. In our case, they started processing our PR application on May 30, and by May 5, we got Portal 1, that's the permanent residence confirmation portal. So they requested some information from us. And if you watch my previous video, you'll see what the correspondence looked like and the information that they requested. So we submitted the information they requested from us about 4 or so hours later. Then we received a confirmation. So before going into that, I just want to tell you that Portal 2 is basically where you will go to provide some more details, as including your address, confirming your address again, and to upload your photograph to be used to create your PR card. So just to give you some information from IRCC website, it says once you become a permanent resident, we'll make an electronic confirmation of permanent residence, that's an e-COPR, available to you in the portal so that you can provide proof of your new status in Canada. For us, we use that e-COPR document to update our social insurance number, that's our SIN. So as a temporary resident, your SIN would be different from that once you become a permanent resident. So the SIN we had before, it had a different number. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know the SIN document that we have now, the number starts with a 7. And if you have any other business that you need to do inside of Canada while you wait for your PR card, you can use that e-COPR document as well as your passport or any other photo ID to confirm your status. In this portal, we'll also ask you to provide a photo so that we can start the process of issuing your first permanent residency card. You don't need to apply for your first PR card. If you need to extend your PR status, then you would apply for that. If you lose your PR card, you need to apply for that as well. So they're saying to you that your PR status has been confirmed. You don't need to apply for a PR card. They will prepare one for you. While you wait for your PR card, you can use your printed and signed e-COPR, as I mentioned, to prove your permanent resident status, to prove that you're a permanent resident in Canada. Apply for government benefits and services for which you're eligible. For example, to apply for your social insurance number so that you can work. If you're outside of Canada, so before you arrive in Canada, there are things that you need to prepare for your life in Canada. You can use the pre-arrival services, which help you to find out more about living and working in Canada and take steps to get recognition in Canada for your education, professional licenses, and certificates. Read about living in Canada and they give you a link. When you arrive in Canada, you must have your valid passport or travel documents. Your passport must be a regular passport and it or private citizen passport. You can't immigrate to Canada with a diplomatic, government service, or public affairs passport. Your COPR and your permanent resident visa, if they give you one. So if you're outside of Canada, you'll need a permanent resident visa to travel to enter into the country. Proof you have funds to support yourself and your family after you arrive in Canada. When you arrive in Canada, you'll meet an officer from the Canada Border Services Agency, that's CBSA, and the officer will make sure you're entering Canada before or on the expiration shown on your COPR. So the e-COPR that we got, it had an expiration date as well. So as I was mentioning in my previous video, you needed to finalize your PR status, get your PR card, I believe, and do everything you needed to do to finalize your status as a permanent resident before the expiration on that e-COPR document. So on the COPR that they would send to you, you need to come to Canada before the expiration date. So on or before the expiration date. And you must make sure that you're the same person who was approved to travel to Canada. They may use your biometrics to confirm that you're the same person. Ask to see your passport and other travel documents. Ask you a few questions to make sure you're still eligible to immigrate to Canada. The questions will be similar to the ones you answered when you applied for PR. To help speed up your entry into Canada, they're saying that you should keep your passport and other documents with you at all times. Do not pack them in your luggage. They won't allow you in Canada if you give false information or incomplete information. You don't satisfy the officer that you meet the conditions to enter Canada. If you're admissible and there are no problems when you arrive, the officer will allow you to enter Canada as a permanent resident. Confirm your Canadian mailing address where they will mail your PR card. If you change your address within 180 days of arriving in Canada, you must tell them by using their web form. So on the 5th of June is when we got a reply from IRCC after submitting the information they requested. So that was like 2 days after. So the first email we got, and this was early in the day, I believe in the morning, it was the subject line says PR portal, PR confirmation. Your PR confirmation case has been successfully submitted. This is an automated message. Do not reply to this email. And then it addressed the email to someone. I think it was this one that I copied was to me. It says the email confirms that you have successfully submitted the required information to confirm your status as a permanent resident in Canada. An IRCC caseworker will send you a message if further information is required. The message will come from an email address ending in @cic.gc.ca. To avoid missing or emails, check your junk or spam folder. If the information is complete, your status as a permanent resident will be confirmed and your permanent resident card will be printed and mailed to you. To view the status of your case, log in to your IRCC permanent resident portal account with your current login credentials. So they gave you the link that you can copy and paste in your browser. And just so you know, they requested information for the principal applicant and all the dependents. In our case, it was three of us, and we provided the information separately by using the template they sent us. I used my email address as the email address to use for all the accounts because we requested that IRCC create just one account instead of three separate accounts. And there might be instances in which people would prefer to have their individual accounts. In our case, we felt it made no sense, so we requested for them to create only one account. However, we did get three separate emails addressed to each individual person, but all three emails came to my email address, which is what we indicated that they should have used to create the PR portal. So a few hours later that same day, we got another email to say, and the subject line says PR portal confirmation. However, new case created under your account. The email reads, "This is an automated message. Do not reply to this email." There, and they have the person's name. This email is to notify you that a new permanent resident confirmation case has been created under your IRCC permanent resident portal account. To view and action this case, log into your IRCC portal permanent residence portal account with your current login credentials. Copy and paste the link in the browser. Thank you, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. There was another email that came in. I believe it was the same day. That email, a few hours later, came in to say the subject is PR portal, PR confirmation, e-COPR, because we're inside of Canada, so we get an e-COPR, not a COPR. E-COPR available for download. So when you get this email, you can now say, yay! Your permanent resident status has been confirmed. So the email reads, congratulations. So all praises can go up. Celebration time. And it says your status as a permanent resident is confirmed. Congratulations! An IRCC caseworker will send you a message with further information. The message will come from an email address ending in @cic.gc.ca. To avoid missing the emails, check your junk or spam folder. Your electronic confirmation of permanent resident e-COPR is available to download in your IRCC permanent residence portal account. To access the account, and they give you the information. Thank you, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. All of this happened for us in a short time. For some people, it does take a longer time because each individual case is different. And in my view, it may also depend on the officer that is processing your application. Also, it could be that based on the number of applications that they have processing, it may take a longer time between when you get Portal 1 request for information and when you get the access, that's the Portal 2, and for them to confirm your electronic confirmation of permanent residence. Just be a little patient and wait, because it makes no sense sometimes to constantly send them emails, and a lot of times they may not respond. What I want to highlight is that for us, our application, this was in June, and I believe by the end of June, early July, we got our son's PR card. But ours took a little bit longer. And if memory serves correct, it took us into August for us to get our actual PR cards mailed to us. But as I said, my son's PR card was mailed to us quite early. and then we had to wait to get our PR cards. But it was a great feeling, a fulfilling feeling, a feeling of accomplishment, knowing that we came here as temporary residents and I did school, my husband worked, and it paid off for us, and we became permanent residents after a short time of being in Canada. And I just want to encourage persons that your journey might be different. Your timeline may also be different. The challenges sometimes will be different. The accomplishments will also be different. However, just remain persistent, remain hopeful, and if it is that you're someone that believes in Christ, believe in God, never forget to pray, never forget to trust in the Lord, and wait on your turn. There is an opportunity for everyone. Wait on your turn and be patient, and do not let anxiety overtake you. I'm telling you this because I know personally firsthand that having anxiety doesn't make any sense either. It causes unnecessary stress, and all you need to do, if you have hope and faith, believing that things will work out, do your best, put your best foot forward, and just wait for the process to unfold. Thank you for sticking to the end of the video. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, like the video, share it with somebody. Remember, it doesn't cost you to subscribe, it doesn't cost you to like. Thank you for everyone that has been supporting my channel so far, for sharing my video, for simply watching the video, for taking time out of your day for watching, for commenting, for asking questions. I'm encouraging you to continue to engage in the comments, ask questions that you may have, and I am more than happy to answer. Thank you so much for making it through Nikki's Lens, and I'll see you in my next video.